Change management. What is change management? Management involves a range of parameters and is a process of shifting individuals, teams, departments, and organizations from the current state to a desired state. If change management is successful, it guarantees that all stakeholders accept and welcome changes in their working area. The main goal is to maximize benefits and reduce the negative impacts of change on individuals. For example, in a small business, if the operating system changes, then the employees would have to get the necessary training in order to use it in their everyday working life. Another example could be if the school introduced a printer that could print both sides. This would reduce costs, but people would have to inform the teachers or students of this feature and how to use it. So the process. There are 6 main activities which together form the change management process. They are identify potential change, which is usually when a customer requests a change because they have encountered a problem or new functionality requirements. Analyze change request, which is when project manager determines the technical feasibility of the proposed change request, which may lead to change technical feasibility. They would then find out the costs and benefits of the proposed change request, which changes costs and benefits. Evaluate change. So this is when the change committee makes the go or no-go decision based on the change request. Plan change, which is the extent of the change. The extent of the change is determined in a change impact analysis. A change planning is created for the implementation of the change. Implement change. This is when the change is programmed and is said to be programmed into other system parts that are influenced by the change. Then after everything has been changed, the builder tests whether what they have built actually works and whether or not it satisfies the change request. The documentation is updated to show the different changes that have been made to the system, which is then released to the public. And then it's the review and close change. So this implementation of the change in the new system is verified for the last time by the project manager. It can be done both before and after the release of the new system. The change cycle is completed and closed. So then we also have the roles for change management process. So there's the customer, who is the person who usually requests the change due to like a problem or new functionality requirement. They can be otherwise a person or organizational entity that could be in or external to the company which has been requested to change. Then you have the project manager, who owns the project and that the change request is aimed at. You then have the change committee, so the committee decides if the change request is going to be implemented or not. This task may also be performed by the project manager. And then you have the change builder, and they are the person who builds and implements the change. So you also have a difference between a feature request and a bug report. If a system isn't working as it should be, then the user should file a bug report rather than a system change. If everything is working well and the user only wants to change something, then the change management process begins. Change management should be supported by a change management system. This will track requests for change, assign a unique ID to a change request, and allow developers to collaboratively work on the change. Each part of the change has to be recorded and tracked. If the system is more complex, then it is even more important to manage change effectively. Even though a user may request a change, it doesn't mean that it should always be done. Requests for change are related to the stability of a system, so if a request would completely change a system or make it less stable or secure, then the request may be denied. That being said, if a system isn't changed to fit the user, then they may move to a better system. Yeah, that's it.
Well done.